If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR for the app, or go to ANCHOR.fm to get started. I love using Anchor, and it's how I got started on my podcast, and I highly recommend. So please give Anchor a download and a try if podcast is on your needs. Welcome to Dirty Secrets of Massage. I am your host, Ava, and I'll be telling you the dirty truth about the massage therapy industry, different clients I encounter, and all things massage. Please send any topic requests to dirtysecretsofmassage@yahoo.com. And well, here we are again. Please excuse me, I have a beverage with me. I may be sipping on this throughout our time together, as I had a somewhat of a rough night at the swing club, part 8. And so sometimes I just get a wild hair, and decide I'm going to go out, and that's kind of how this went last night. And so I had some time to kill and decided that I was going to call an Uber and give that a try, see how much it would cost me, so I don't have to worry about driving home late in the evening or late in the morning, worried about drunk drivers or getting another flat or something. And so I took my dog and we went and gassed up the car and visited a friend of mine, and then we zipped on home. And by the time I got home, I had about 30 minutes before I needed to call my Uber to get my little ride. Actually, I use Lyft, but I'm not sure which is better, but I have never had a problem with Lyft. And so I put on a lace, the same outfit from last weekend. It was a lace fishnet body dress. And you can get those at your local lingerie store for about $29 to $35, depending on the outfit that you choose. And those are a one-size-fits-all. They stretch over everything, and if you get a hole in it or a snag, it's no big deal. You just keep wearing it or save it for Halloween, or something. And so I put on a white robe over it just because it doesn't look well with panties or a thong or a G-string, and so I wanted a little coverage in the back, but I didn't want too much. And so my Lyft guy shows up, and he was super, super nice. A nice car, 2020 Highlander or something like that. He said he just got here from Cuba 2 years ago. His whole family's in Cuba still. So that was a little interesting. He didn't speak much English. I was talking to him, and he was saying yes, 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 and he didn't know anything I was saying. And so I get dropped off just a minute or two before the opening, which of course, is perfect timing for me. And there was 2 couples already there that just pulled up, and the 2 girls were dressed like Santa Claus in a dress with a corset kind of thing, super cute little corsets and stuff. They were a little on the heavy set side, but still, they had their thigh highs on and their heels, and they looked super cute. Apparently it's Christmas in July for the theme, and I don't really go with the theme. I just kind of show up, And so they had their Santa hats, and their husbands had on Santa button-up shirts or whatever, and they made their way in, and then I was right behind them. And of course I was so disappointed that my seat was already reserved for somebody else. So I had to sit somewhere else. So I found another spot to sit, and we chit-chatted, the Santas and I, we chit-chatted for a little bit and got to know each other, and come to find out we have a lot in common with our government jobs. A lot in common. And so, the night goes on, and I noticed they went out to smoke a lot, which is kind of weird, but whatever. And then another couple came and sat next to me. And then later on, I noticed a lady and her husband. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the lady. Remember when we had the swing club that I told you all about, where the lady had the biggest tits I ever seen, and her legs were in the air, and she was getting eaten out by somebody? That was her. And I'm like, I know that's her. And well, her husband's a cuckold. And if you don't know what that is, it means he likes to watch. He doesn't like jerk off or anything like that. He likes to watch, like get real close and watch her get pounded or whatever she's getting. So I told the guy next to me, watch out, because that lady is looking for somebody, to be her lesbian of the night while her husband watches. And they just couldn't believe it. I said, yeah, watch out. And the last time she was there, she went from the bed to the floor. Like, remember, I stepped out for a minute and then I came back, and she was on the floor rolling around with this lady. And so later on, she comes out in something more skimpy. Her outfits get skimpier and skimpier. Her hair was done pretty good. Her makeup, she looked really nice and everything, but she wasn't getting any action. She wasn't getting any play at all. And I'm like, oh shit. What's going to happen, with these two? So, anyways, I didn't see a whole ton of anything, to be honest, but I was called, hi Ava, how are you? It's me, so-and-so, remember me? And, in a room full of 100 and something people, they recognized my face, my haircut, the whip. People were asking me, did I bring the whip tonight? Can I borrow your whip for my friends? Oh my gosh, And so the validation that I'm in a crowd that I like to be around is 100% there. And remember the girl that I had tied up, and we did a little, hanky-panky while she was tied up, and I had my whip. Well, she was there, but she had her friends with her. And so she had her friends with her, but, I still was able to touch her leg and say hi and, chit-chat. I sat on her husband's lap and everything, and he's got quite a nice build, and I don't remember him being quite built like that the last time I saw him. And I do remember last night he had some gray going on in that chin hair, but I don't remember seeing that before, or either that or he was freshly shaven or something maybe. And so somewhere in the night, I took a spill in the hallway and landed flat on my ass. I didn't flash anybody, which, for wearing a fishnet outfit with nothing on underneath, that's pretty good. And 2 burly gentlemen helped me up, so that was nice of them, and helped me get on my way. But boy, oh boy, this morning I had a little pop in my shoulder and a stiff neck, and I'm like, oh man. So depending on how I feel tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be snap cracking and popping and everything, and foam rolling and stretching and things like that. And if I need to go to the chiropractor, I will, or the massage therapist, of course I will. And so anyhow, that's pretty much the gist of what happened last night. The Santa couple was a little, half of that group was a little strange. I caught her giving me the stank eye for some reason, so I don't know what her deal was. But I was taking canned drinks out of somebody's bucket, because I ran out of my own. So that was kind of funny. People shared with me and kept refilling my little my little container full of sodas and pops and whatever you call it, and 7-Ups and ice and things. And so everything overall was, I was laughing. I found myself laughing a lot because I recognized old characters. They called me by name in groups, you know, in a group of 100 and something people. I've gotten recognized, and hey, Ava, it's me, so and so. So good to see you. You know, like that's a huge validation for me. And so seeing the girl with the cuckold husband, I was just waiting. I was waiting to see who they were going to target, because they were clearly, I already know the name of the game, right? So once you go to this club enough, you see, I mean, clearly you see the same people for whatever reason. They might go to a different one, but I stick to the same one because it's closer to my house. And so, you know, you're going to run into people. The bar owner is super nice. His wife is super nice, you know, whatever. And the bar owner is a female. She's super nice. Her husband's always welcoming. It's always funny. Anyways, so I was waiting. And I didn't see the cock blocker, and I didn't see the Asian guy, and I didn't see the girl from the blue dress from last time, whatever her name was. But I did see some other characters, and so I had a good time. I'm a little sore from busting my tail in the hallway, so it's time to retire that particular pair of shoes. They were a blush colored wedge that have like little frilly flowers all over them and everything, but they're a little slick on the bottom, so I think I need to save those just for the bedroom. And so I got my Uber home. This time I had a girl. She was super nice. She has a full-time job and runs Uber like in the evenings or something. Really nice, super professional. So I think from now on I'll be definitely doing Uber or Lyft. It costs me approximately $10 each way, which if you do the mileage, it's like $1 a mile. And my door fee was $25 because I paid in person, whereas if I pay online, it's an extra $2 and something. So $25, $35, $45 out the door to go, which is not bad at all for a night out. And like I've said before, and I'll say it 100 times again, you're guaranteed, it's always a good time. And last night started off pretty slow. It didn't start really picking up till about 10:30. And so I had a great time as always, and of course I'll definitely be back again.